And we are back with more Old World Blues, where we had just successfully killed off the NCR as the Zetan aliens, because we're playing the Wild Wasteland shit, and let's just do our regular check on... Yep, Minutemen are still steadily growing scarier and scarier. And in chat, Tyrant King Xenomorph is mentioning that the Two Suns focus tree they added came from a submod that developers reached out to the submodder and had them add. Which let's just take a quick peek-see at the Two Suns since they came up. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my mic. I know that doesn't sound great. So apparently, according to Xenomorph, this is a nice tree, actually. This came from a submod originally. And so, odds are the new Arroyo tree is going to be from a submod as well as some other potential updates. And I really like that they do that they're basically treating the submods as like, if a submod's good enough, they would let the people officially, you know, release it. I know there's... Sorry, my neighbor with his motorcycle, I thought he had stopped, and that's why I started going again. But, there's... I'm pretty sure they've confirmed that the Enclave Rising sub-mod, isn't going to be made full, but there's a lot of rumor that they're going to take a lot of the aspects of the East Coast Rising mod when they finally get over there. The current Great Khans subtree. The Great Khans are actually going to get taken out in the next update. The developers have commented on this, saying that the Great Khans were never a major military threat. They are always a small sub-threat within the Mojave territory. But certain endings, I'm pretty sure they namely mean if the NCR wins the war in the war here. Mojave, that's right, the war in the Mojave. They said that certain endings will result in a new Khan tribe forming up north somewhere. Yeah, their tree was from a submod originally. That makes sense, their current tree. Again, I really like that that's a thing that they do. So yeah, I should have had the game on pause so that our troops could make their way up north. Oh, our factories are failing to work again. Aside from, hold on. Yep. Well, we still have one military factory, apparently. Here you go, 80s. So yeah, currently, the people who hate us the most are the Jackals, and that's who we're going to expand up on. Our focus tree is, done, correct? Yeah, we can't select any focuses, not even the self-destruct one, because that's, only if the NPCs have it. Kill the 80s after the Jackals? Alright, I'll follow what you guys suggest in chat. Because I'm just mindlessly slaughtering more than anything, so if you guys have a preferred order, I'll go with that. We already have war ready for these guys, so let's declare war. Alright. And boom, the last bit of the troops are just sliding into place. Let me take a sip of my drink. I'd gotten myself a nice big sweet iced tea. Ooh, the 80s finally won that battle they started ages ago. The Gary's thing basically just drags out all wars. I've been enjoying looking at some of, like, what the April Fool's content does. I think there could be a fun potential in the future for something involving the Minutemen. I've heard they're gonna overhaul how the naval combat works when they get the Caribbean, so I might wait until after that if I ever want to do something involving the Minutemen. I think in future runs I'm gonna just keep the Texclave existent in the map, because they spice things up in an interesting manner. They sometimes slow down Lanius, sometimes they defeat Lanius, and they often challenge the Texas a lot more heavily, the Texas Economic Union. But I'm not sure. I like to keep on the Old World Blues events already. when I play, which is why the Brotherhood's called the Arthurian Brotherhood, and Ouroboros are called the Ouroboros in my last playthroughs. Oh geez, I'm finishing research too fast. Outsider. Yeah. Also, the filthy humans shall fall under our might. Honestly, I'm surviving as the Zetans a lot longer than I expected. Also, I noticed when I played in private games with the text clave on, because I tested what it would be like to have the text clave without all the other joke content. The text clave really are like a substantial force down there, and they even do it the same way I did, starting by attacking the Texas Arms Association. It's just that when with the Garys, it's a much slower war. A nice new Brotherhood sub mod. God, that fucking asshole with his motorcycle. Very sorry. He's like right next door and he likes to rev up and down the road. But yeah, you found a new Brotherhood sub mod? I do love me some Brotherhood content. I'm really looking forward to when they add the Fallout Tactics inspired content. I'm so excited for all of that. I was just finishing off my drink. But yeah, what's the Brotherhood submod you found, Tyrant King? You push up there. An Eden Nation submod that lets them become a Brotherhood chapter by allying with the Alamo chapter? Oh, that's awesome. Is Eden still... No, Eden got eaten in mine. Eden is a faction that I think was really cool, so more content for Eden would be neat. I've been considering in the future doing a Texas run. I think the Texas lore is some of my favorite, like, original lore made by the sub-modders. Made by the Old World Blues modders, I mean. Because it does, like, stick very close to original Fallout content, because it has Brotherhood or Fallout Boss and Fallout Tactics 2. Boss and Boss 2. That's what it has. Boss and the unreleased Boss 2. It has all the lore from those to lean on. So it still has that strong Fallout taste. Whereas I love Mexico, and I think it's such good depth they've written, but I don't think it feels super Fallout-y. Up here, though, I like the stuff up here so much so that I'd love to see, like, a Fallout fan game, maybe a mod of Fallout 2, that takes place up here, with everything they've written for the lore up here, because this is all really cool. The Troll War and the Washington Brotherhood, the Cause. I could see, like, a really fun Fallout game based on all of that. The Mexico one, though, like, it feels too far off for me. Sure, let's just go with this. Oh, hold on, we got a bot. Oop. Alright, I just deleted a message that came in through a bot. The focus of that the submod has altered the Washington Brotherhood focus tree, giving them a new story branch. Awesome. I know they've said eventually there's a big plan to overhaul the cause in Washington Brotherhood massively. So, I'm looking for it. Like, but a lot of this stuff is stuff that's gonna take time, and I'm worried. They've announced Victoria 3, the like Paradox, which has me worried for the future of Old World Blues. Because if a Hearts of Iron 5 gets announced, then I'm not sure how that will affect the long-term development of Old World Blues. And I hope that, like... Yeah, I just don't know what the effect could be. The submod was called Eden OWB. I'll have to look into that one. Yeah, I'm thinking for my next run I'm gonna turn on a bunch of submods. Hopefully avoiding any conflicting submods when I do. The jackals are actually putting up a little bit of a fight. Let me just suck down the rest of my iced tea. Alright, you go here. You go here. You guys push in on this. This front line's chilling out, struggling a little bit. Eden Old World Blues. I'm gonna try and remember that to look it up. There we go, now they're all pushing in on that. If you remember, one of the submods you just previously was an overhaul to the Texclave. Ooh, that's cool. Because right now the Texclave isn't like... They're a generic tech tree with some new stuff slapped on the end. Which I think is a smart way to go about adding just a little bit of flavor to things, especially for something that was only meant to be April Fool's Day content. Like, the Texclave is way more fleshed out than it needed to be. I don't know. I don't know what I want to research. I don't need most of this. Sure, let's make the one vehicle division we have better. Looks like our expansion's moving at a bit of a jaunty angle there. Because these guys are struggling to push. There we go. Now we're advancing there. No, move forward. There we go. Alright. They're pushing into that. That's good. Alright, let's do, that one. Hold on. I'm just gonna click on my desk lamp. Sure, let's get the light ship research. Do I got any factories? I don't know what it is about the Zetans. I have factories in existence around the map if you look, but like just none of them work, and I don't know why. Even in my core territories, when I check the loyalty, like, yeah, all the wait. What do I have? Do I have nothing cored? Oh no, wait, hang on, I gotta check Rebel. There we go, Rebel tells me something. Wait. Do I have nothing cored? Oh, that might be my problem, huh? Hold on. Oh, let's start trying to core states whenever we can. I thought I had... Maybe that's why I don't have any factories. I thought I had a bunch of shit cored from a focus tree event. But evidently not. I wonder if that will fix my production problems I've been having. Yeah. Like, I assume it, like, the problems I'm having have to be something to do with the fact that the aliens are an old April Fool's Day event, so, like, it's not like they're kept up to date with every update that occurs. And, like, not a lot of people are going to be reporting bugs on the Zetans. I got a lot of uncored territory, huh? Oh, there. I can hear his motorcycle again. Let's research field fortification. Oh, we're pushing forward hard now. We broke through whatever barrier of resistance they had going. There's an updated Zetan submod. I don't know if I'll be getting that again because I don't see myself playing with the Zetans on again in the future. It was just a fun part of the April Fool's Day stuff. Or the Wild Wasteland stuff, I mean. Man, them with their motorcycle are irking me. Motorcycles are fine, you know. Don't just sit there revving it and driving up and down one road, because that's irritating to everybody who lives around you. If you want to drive your motorcycle around, go off to, like, another road that doesn't have residential living. Like, come on. Like, I get motorcycles are cool, they can be fun to own and maintain, and there's a liberating feeling about driving them. But don't be a dick. A roleplay style for the next one. I know that's what I did with my last one. I was playing as, the last playthrough being the, Mr. House one. I did the altruistic house, where I was, like, trying to play a friendly house. And that's how I tend to play this game, is very roleplay heavy. Give them what they want. Oof. I'm sorry again about the motorcycle. I might wrap up after a bit of time until these guys are done with their motorcycle. So irritating. Oh my god, hold on a second. I'm gonna see if I can't put something up to muffle that sound a tiny bit. Oh, it's not that bad for you guys? Because for me, it's very loud. Oh, you know what? It's because I have a really good mic. See, I'm thinking about back when I had my when I was just using my headphones mic, couldn't get rid of background sound like that, but my new mic that my girlfriend had gotten me blocks sound that isn't coming from right in front of it. I always forgot that. Whenever I hear the motorcycle, I'm just like, ugh, I can't record now, but I guess I can since I got the good mic. So I'm just admiring the... Yes, that's Fallout 4 Alien Blaster. I believe that's the Fallout 3 one, the Fallout 3 Alien Rifle. Oh, and that's a Fallout 2 weapon, I believe. Huh. Not even an alien one, just a regular one. One day I want to do, like, playthroughs of some of the, like, main Fallout games on my channel. But I've got some plans that I want to do before I do that. Like, when I first tried to do my channel, like, back in, like, 2018 or 2019, I recorded a... Wait, they declared war on the Enclave? Where's the Enclave? Oh! Oh, these guys took the normal Enclave path. Cool. The Enclave exists. That'll be fun to fight when I'm aliens. But, what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. I got so distracted by seeing the Enclave. Man, a thing I want to mention is I'm bugged by the people who are, like, super jerking off the Enclave and talking about how, like, Bethesda cucked the Enclave, when, like, the Enclave weren't even that cool in Fallout 2. I mean, let me correct myself. The Enclave were very cool in Fallout 2, but they're just as cool in Fallout 3, And honestly, in Fallout 2, they make a lot of jokes at the expense of the Enclave. Like, honestly, going back and looking at all the talking heads of the Enclave, it feels like I'm watching, Red vs. Blue. Like, there's a really, like, tongue-in-cheek, like, let's poke fun at the military mentality to the writing of the Enclave in Fallout 2, which I adore. And they are a very well-built, ominous, scary presence, and I think that's something that Fallout 3 is missing to the build-up of them, is the closest you get to any information is, 2 possible random encounters in the early game and the Enclave radio. I feel like one scripted encounter with the Enclave should have been added into Fallout 3, and that would have made them a lot better. But other than that, I do think they're great. Certainly better written than the Institute. The build up to the Institute, mwah, beautiful, fantastic, a great build up to a Fallout enemy. The Fallout 3 is not that great, and I have no fucking clue what the Institute's goal is. That's the biggest problem with the Institute. No clear goal. You suggest... Alright. Sorry, I'm just reading a thing from the chat. Also, my style suggestion is Brotherhood rejoining your main goal to get all Brotherhood groups with play as a Brotherhood faction, try and unify the Brotherhood. I've been talking a little bit about my a little bit with my friends, and we've been considering at some point trying to work together and get a game going where we all play as various branches of the Brotherhood. But the thing is, that's going to be a lot of coordination. So, like, the idea is, like, one of us plays the Arthurian Brotherhood, one of us plays the Mojave chapter, and that's going to be, whoever plays them are going to have the most uphill battle. Aside from whoever takes the Maxon chapter, but probably instead of Maxon chapter, we're probably going to have them take the Texas Brotherhood. And so we're going to play, like, 3 of the main friendly Brotherhood factions across the map. But don't get your hopes up on that one, because that one might take some time. I also at some point want to do, I'm thinking if I play the Arroyo faction, I want to go on a big vault hunt and, like, get every single vault into my control. I think, like, that's what I plan to do with my Arroyo run eventually. Here we go. And this war should end any second now. There we go. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. And turn. Done. And y'all wanted me to do the 80s next, right? Sorry, I was just moving the cup on my desk. So, we'll go to war with the 80s. And we'll see how far we get on that, so... justify war goal. Conquer... let's go straight for conquering the capital of Wendover. Hang on, let me move that cup again. There we go, now it's not blocking anything. There's an in-game achievement that requires you to get every Brotherhood chapter under you, including the Washington Brotherhood. Oof, that'll be tough. Yeah, I think that could be a fun playthrough in the future, maybe. There's a lot I'd love to do. I want to do Twin Mothers run. I want to do a Caesar run. I want to, like, there's a lot of potential in this, and just the potential keeps rising as they keep making updates, you know? Alright, so let's quickly... Battle plans. So we're gonna make our initials plan. That. And then from there we're gonna push up over here and into here. What? Ooh. Game's doing a little bit of loading. There we go. Then after that, we're gonna have a plan that says... Oh, come on. Plan that says do this. And then a plan that says to take the rest of this. Oh god, we already are prepared for war. Okay, hang on. One that says this. One that says... this. And the last one's just gonna be like, yeah, push to the end. Let me turn that music down a little. Also, you should liberate the 80s territory. If any does not take the territory, they get a special trait called the Saviors of the Wasteland. Oh, that's cool. So you're actually rewarded for not just eating them. For this one, though, I think we're just gonna eat them because, you know, herder fun aliens. I just like throwing my big old alien dick around for this one. This isn't a roleplay heavy one. This isn't like me machinating and making plans. This is me watching as the game slowly crumbles under all the April Fool's Day content. Which I'd say the Garys thing, I may in the future do another Wild Wasteland run without the Garys on. Because I think the Garys sort of ruined a lot of the fun of this. By making everybody too strong for the crazy shit to actually go down. And it resulted in some factions like the ponies and the Kaisar just pooping out. Oh, Santa's dead! Oh no! Santa's gone! What I think I'm gonna do in terms of this run, the aliens being the saviors of the wasteland, that would be funny. We're gonna carry out this run for a little while longer, and I think once I have, like, enough people asking me, like, hey, move on to the next run, because at this point, this run is just fun, like I said, swinging my big alien dick around. I was expecting the aliens to die a lot faster, honestly. I may just switch and download a number of submods to make the world more interesting, tweak around game settings, and then do a run as the baggers. So, on YouTube, and I may do that very soon, depending on how much all of you want to keep seeing me play the aliens. So, if you're showing up to the streams, be sure to state your opinion on that, and if you're on YouTube, send me comments. If you, after the stream, you can send me messages on my Twitch. Tyrant King wants to, here in chat, mentions that they'd rather see the next run with roleplay focus. So yeah, depending on how this one is, like, during the week in which this goes live, how it's received, and amongst other things, I may end this, after like the next couple of, runs as the aliens, because I think much like the Mr. House one, this run has started to run its course. I might go out with a shebang of declaring war on the Minutemen and seeing how that goes. If they could even put up a fight or what. Alright, boom. Let's look at our research. You want to watch the Baggers conquer Colorado and Utah? So yeah, we got one person here on the stream talking about how that's what they'd like to see change. So on, again, on YouTube end, once this goes live, I'd love to hear what people think. And on outside of streams and YouTube, Twitch is always a fantastic place to talk with me and give your opinions on what I should be doing. Let's just scatter our troops around a little. Because this is honestly funner as a roleplay game. Because, I mean, when you're steamrolling this much, it's not fun. If there's, like, a struggling fight, like if you're fighting uphill, it can be really enjoyable. But too uphill, and it's just like, what am I even doing? I remember originally the plan was after Mr. House to do a, Twin Mothers run, but then plans changed, you know. The baggers somewhat allows them to rejoin the NCR at some point in their tree and become the new Colorado Republic. Yeah, that you mentioned that during one of my previous streams or in YouTube chat. I forget which one. And, like, that's sort of what made me be like, ooh, I wouldn't mind doing that, playing as a little faction up there and, like, having fun in that way. You know, the Lost Patrol, like, fighting their way across the wasteland to reunite with the NCR. Like, that has a lot of fun narrative potential, you know. What lines do you cross? How much am I willing to let go of the old NCR values and ideas during my run, you know? Like, fighting the Hound Dogs, that's a given, but, like, do I have any right to declare war on Circle Junction, to declare war on Batlack Canyon, to declare war on Twin Mothers, in the endeavor to get home? It's a fun story that is almost reminiscent of the story that is sort of in Brotherhood of Steel Tactics. But that being said, we've been going for another 30 minutes now. So we've been streaming for over an hour, like about an hour and a half. I think I'm gonna wrap up for the night and start getting these edited, like lightly edited and thrown onto YouTube. Lightly edited basically means cutting the stream into 2 parts and getting the intro and outro on it right. But yeah, the Hearts of Iron stuff is not one that I edit very heavily. I have been editing my Project Zomboid video that just went up. I edited that one a good bit more than most. Part 2 of that is on the way on YouTube. But, again, this is gonna be, at this point, the point that this goes live on YouTube, the new Sunday series for YouTube. On stream, I stream whenever I feel. There's not a set streaming schedule, so if you want to know when I'm going live, follow me on Tumblr. I always make posts. Follow me here. Twitter should notify you. But anyway, thanks for coming out. I hope you've all had a great time, and ta-ta.